Hi, my name is Jasmine, and this is Percy, and today we're going to show you how to trim sheep feet.
The sheep in this video has a slightly clubbed hoof, meaning it is slightly odd in shape. This is generally not something to be worried about, but can be helped with trimming over time. We'll begin this video by showing the viewer how to trim a front hoof, which is exhibited here. As exhibited here, half the hoof is already trimmed. It is important while trimming to also remember to take small chunks out of the hoof and to cut at an angle, such as this. Cutting at an angle allows the sheep to get a better grip on the terrain it is walking on. The hoof trimmers can also be used to help dig out mud stuck on the flat surface of the hoof by keeping the hoof trimmers flush and parallel to the flat surface, which can be seen here. This gives you a clear view of where you need to trim the hoof. While trimming the hooves of sheep, it is very common for them to struggle and try to pull their hoof away. If they do this, remain calm and release the hoof if necessary, if it becomes a safety hazard for you or the animal. While trimming the heel of the hoof, seen here, it is important to remember that this area is softer and more delicate and should thus be treated with more care. While it is not shown in this video, if you happen to cause your animal to bleed by clipping its hooves, also called quicking the animal, it is important to apply blood stop or a blood stop substitute and apply pressure. While it may appear here that I am going between the toes of the hoof with the foot trimmers, I am not. I am remaining close to the surface of the outside on the flat part of the hoof. This helps to fix the clubbing. To clean between the two toes of the hoof, you should use your fingers, such as this. Using the foot trimmers can cause injury to the soft, sensitive tissue between the toes, which can cause swelling and infection. Once again, I would like to note here that I am not going between the toes with the hoof trimmer. I am instead shaping the hoof to help fix the clubbing. We will now move on to how to trim a back hoof. Unlike the front hoof shown in the beginning of this video, this back hoof is not clubbed. It can be seen very clearly here on the toe to your right what it looks like when a hoof is overgrown and folds over. This is common if a sheep's hoof is left untrimmed for too long. This folding over can occur on both back and front hooves. However, it is only demonstrated in this video on the back hoof. It is generally very easy to remove the folded over portion of the hoof with the hoof trimmers due to the thinness of the hoof of the folded over portion. As can be seen here, the outer wall of the hoof is being trimmed. This outer wall is what protects the softer inside of the hoof. While this outer wall is rather hard and rigid, it can be softened over time with prolonged amounts of time spent in standing water or mud. As can be seen here, this half is now done, versus this half which still needs trimmed. If the sheep begins to struggle or kick, You should point the hoof trimmers away from your body, such as here. This is to help prevent injury to you or the animal, as hoof trimmers are extremely sharp. The health of a hoof is vitally important, not only to sheep, but to all animals. Improperly kept hooves, or hooves that are not trimmed often enough, can result in health problems, such as infections between the toes, hoof rot, and foot scald, all of which can lead to larger health problems and more time and money spent fixing the problem. Sheep hooves generally need trimmed once a month. However, some animals require it more often and others require it less often. This is decided on an individual basis of the animal. As demonstrated here, sheep are very likely to kick, especially when their back feet are grabbed. This is because they are prey animals and this is a natural instinct. It is again important to remain calm if they do this. Now that we are concluding trimming this back hoof, we can take the skills learned and trim the other front and back hoof.